Right, hello. Oh, that's working. Right. Hopefully you might be able to hear me now. I'll the audio back.
Right. Hopefully.
Yeah, right. Right, I don't know what's happening now. I had no audio. My mic broke down on me for some reason. Right. Start again, Steve. I'll have to delete the other video in a while. Right, so the update for this month in detecting wise. Let me just write something down. Right. So, can you hear me? Can you hear me? I can hear me. Right. Okay. Thank you. Right. Sounds good. This thing. I don't know what happened there, guys. Sorry about that. Right. So as I was saying, yeah, yesterday I took my new camera out, and for some reason, I don't know why, and I'm not picking my nose. I've got dirt in the corner of my eye. Sleep, not dirty sleep, dry sleep. I took my camera out with me yesterday. This one here, and I was on 4K, and I've noticed that throughout the video, you can see like a wavy effect when I'm like moving the metal detector around. It's like constantly bringing like a wave effect, which is kind of weird. So I don't know what happened to that. So tomorrow I'm going to be doing 2.7K instead of 4K, because like the other week when I took this out, I was on 2.7K and it turned out okay. So there could be a problem with the 4K for some reason on that one. I did use this one as well yesterday, but I didn't upload the video because like the bloody audio wasn't connected. The mic wasn't turned on. Now, with these, you're going to have to be careful with these, yeah, because I think some of these, when you set it all up and everything inside, you know, on the menu instruction and everything like that, yeah, when your battery runs down and you take your battery out and put it back in, I think it resets it all back to, you know, default. So when you put your battery back in, make sure you go for your menu again and make sure your recording's turned on and everything like that. Because like, just like that one, as soon as I started using this, it wouldn't have set the battery for some reason. And I put 3 different batteries in there and it still won't work. As soon as I put another battery in, one of the ones that came with it, it started working. So it's kind of weird that it don't accept other batteries, which it should do. All these batteries, you know, for the action cams are all, you know, compatible. But as soon as I got it working on the battery that came with it, I took it out and put one of the other ones in, which it didn't detect in, and it started detecting it. So I don't know what's going on with the cameras. So the video on that one was me just walking around showing you a few of the locations I'd love to detect, but I couldn't because it's under council property. And when I played it back, it had no audio. So what I was trying to do here is explain my permissions. So I don't know how well you can see this actually, but here is my permissions. Right here is council land, yeah. This here is my permission. This is the one I've been doing for the last 3-4 months. Now, when my landowner actually bought this land, he thought this was his as well, but some horses escaped years and years ago here, and going to some people's gardens, which is over in the back here, over here, because you've got houses here. You've got houses all up here. So all that is houses there. Now, I have actually got ordnance maps from like the 1980s and all the way down to like 1865, I think it was. This all used to be like open land. All this was open land. But over time, this was left as it was. Then they put like structures in there, like buildings. During the World War II, there was supposed to be like a couple of bunkers hidden around here, but buried. So after they went in structures there, they demolished them, and then they left it open for the wildness to come through, and like there now is a load of trees. Now before that happened, my actual landowner thought it was his land, but because the horses escaped, someone around the council, and the council had to investigate because the council didn't even know that it's their land. But when they found out it's their land, they told him he couldn't put the horses on. So what I've been doing, he's actually thinking about trying to buy actually if they sell it cheap, because where this land is, the council is actually trying to sell land off as much as possible and cheap as possible. I think he actually bought this square 7 acres land for about 1,500 quid 25 years ago. Look how much, 13 acres, like 250 grand now. So anyway, right. So this bit here is a no-go. That's like wild woodlands here. Same up here, wild woodlands. Here, all this bit here is where my permission is. You've got like a little bit of woodland there, which it belongs to him anyway. And I've been able to like have a little go in there, but there's not much in there, just like modern day trash. I've done a little bit of field here. I found a few coins, metal, a few nice like little kind of like, I don't know if you remember that little horse riding thing I found, horseshoe and a few other bits and pieces. So I found a few bits in there. I found a load of coins in this area, modern day and old coins as well. Here is a little bit of row of trees as well. I've gone past through there because it ain't worth me doing around the tree area at the moment. I will do it, towards the end. But I've done this particular area with 2 detectors. Not found much in there apart from coins, horseshoes, and a few other bits and pieces. Just past the woods, there is like a fence there. Stop the horses, like going from one field to the other field. It's like little borders. I've done in here, but I've not completed this bit here. And then you've got another like border here, and then you've got like a field here. Now I've actually done half of that field yesterday, and what I was doing, I was going up and down, up and down. Now next time I go there, I'm going to complete the rest of the field, and once I've done the rest of that one, I'll leave it until the next time, and then I'll go back then I'll be going like crossways, like that kind of thing. Yesterday, I was going to concentrate on doing this bit, but I thought, no, something was telling me to go over here, and lucky I did. So I found 6 coins over there. I found 2 King George, I found a Victoria 1900 coin, and then I found a shilling, a 2 shilling, and an old 10 pence piece, and that was in the spot, a little kind of like coin spill. And the King George and the Queen Victoria was near enough next to each other as well. So I've done that. Now at the beginning of the video, I did have a walk around this area, because like this area does not belong to Ron. You know, Ron knows who it was, but he never told me who it was. It's only until last week, I think it was, this driveway down there, it's like a little driveway leading from his farm to this farm, and Ron's been getting sorry, that's the driveway, not that one now. So it's supposed to be like that actually, but I'm doing it this way. So this driveway actually goes down to around about here. You can go farther, but the landowner went down there the other day, and I went down to see who he was, because I thought he was trespassing. But I thought, well, no, because he can't be trespassing if one let him in. So I actually went down there and had to chat with him, and I asked if this land was his, and he said, yeah. So I said, well, you know, is there any chance I can milk detect on there? Because, you know, I've got permission on Ron's. Can I detect on yours? He goes, well, I'll have to ring your dad up. So he rang his dad up, and I spoke to his dad, and he said, yeah, knock yourself out. Now, this land here, I actually had a walk around, and that's like about 4 times bigger than what I'm doing at the moment. And that's taken me 3 months, nearly 4 months, just to do Ron's, and I still haven't finished Ron's yet. So this guy's given me permission to do his land. Now, there is field down the bottom now, which they said then they do not belong to. But, you know, who it belongs to it, I don't know. So I don't know the landowner on that one. But if I find who it is, I'm going to ask if I can do that one as well. But I did yesterday have a walk around this area, and I came back up and went that way. So all this here, this bit here, and all this here is a new permission I've got. No, I'm not actually going to be doing that just yet. So I've still got plenty to do on Ron's. I've still got this little bit here. I've got that bit there. This bit is where Ron keeps his horses, most of them anyway. But a couple of horses do come along here and like pester me. So when I'm ready to do that one, I can do that one, and I can do that one. But because where his horses are, it's so muddy, you know, really muddy. If you look at the end of the video where I'm actually climbing over the fence, you can see how muddy it was. So what I'm going to do is leave that to the very last. I'm going to do that bit. Next time I go there, I'm going to do that bit. When I've done that, then I'm going to go back and do that whole area again, but go like crisscross. So at the moment I'm doing like up and down. So I'm going to be doing that. And then once I've completed that, I'll finish off this bit here, and then finish that bit off there. This bit I can do without no problems, because like no horses are there. Just that, you know, there is a couple of trees there and some like sheds. I did go around it a little bit a couple of weeks ago, and I found a King George coin just behind one of the sheds. And I found a couple of modern day coins as well. So I'm going to be doing that probably within the next month or 2. This area I'm not going to worry about just yet. So I need to concentrate on doing this here. Where the there is like a little bit of woodlands here. I'm not really bothered doing it. You know, I've had a little kind of like scan in there, but not found nothing apart from modern day trash. But I will have a go in there as well. So that's the plan for my future, detecting on my main permission, the one I've been doing for about 3-4 months. So once I've finished that bit there, I'll come back and then do it again by going crisscross. So I still need to go up and down on this bit one. Because when you're actually detecting, if you notice that people are like doing that and it's kind of going in a kind of an arch, you're not actually using your detector to go, left and right. It's going round, it's like a little mini arch. So when you're doing it, that's your detector, and when you're like using the detector, you're doing it like that. Bloody pen don't want to work now. Just get another pen. Bloody pens. So you're doing it like that, and you're missing that area. Then when you do it, like you do that, then you take a step, and you do that. You're still missing them little bits there. And there could be anything in those. So, not many people do it as a straight line like that. So what I'm doing in the land is I'm just doing it like that. But next time I go and, continue doing it, I'll actually be doing the same way, but I'll still be trying to cover some of that lost area that I'm losing. So it is hard, try to do it as a straight line. If you look at any videos, you can see the people actually like doing it more of a curve than actually straight. So, on the beginning of the video, yesterday's video, you can see me actually walking around this area. And I'm saying, bloody hell, it's a lot bigger than I expected. On the map, it doesn't look that big, but it is bloody big for one person, I'll tell you. If that's taken me 4 months to do, and I've only been doing it like once or twice a week sometimes, Sometimes I've only been going up there once a week. Sometimes I've gone up there twice a week. How many times I've been up there? Probably about 15 times, something like that. And I've not even finished it yet. I've still got at least a quarter to do. And once I have finished doing all those, I'm not going to stop there. It's like anyone, yeah? Anyone who's got land who they can detect on, they're actually going to go back a few months later or 6 months later. Because, time, it's the elements of the earth, the conditions as well. While it's wet, you might find stuff now, but when it gets dry, you might find even more stuff. I don't know. It's like when I say it's like something to do with the ground, when it rains, you get a bit more, interference in the ground, detector is able to pick up a bit more when it's wet. I went down there one day when the whole ground was frosted over here, and I was getting more hits when the land was frosty than when it was like just kind of like soft. So what it's going to be like when it's dry, I don't know. But when I've done that, when I completed doing those, it won't be the end of that property. I'll be going back there probably like 6 months later and redoing it again with a different detector, because like in 6 months' time it's going to probably be, really dry and scorching hot, and I won't have to carry half the stuff I bloody need to carry, like extra coats and scarves and stuff like that. Because like when you are detecting, like the other week, I had a load of clothes on with me, because it started off really cold and frosty. Then when the sun came out, it started getting really nice and warm and hot. And I had to take like my scarf off, a hoodie off, and like stick that in my bag. So when it's dry and sunny, like when we had it last year, around about March, April, May, June, July time, when it is nice and hot, I won't have to carry so much clothes around with me. But this, if that's taken me 4 months to do just that area, just think how long that's going to take me. That area is going to take me about 6 to 8 months probably. It could even take me a year just to do that one, area. And what I've got to do is when I go there, I've never done this, but I'm going to like plot it. I'm going to get some sticks and I'm going to dig them into the ground. And I'm going to plot it in like little squares, like so. what I'm going to do is do one section at a time until I've completed it. And once I complete all that area, all that, including that, because that belongs to him as well. All this area here belongs to one person. So once I've done that, that's going to take me 6 to 8 months. I'll go back over the runs, do these again, do that for another 3 or 4 months. Once that's done again, second time over, I'll be going back over there. And I'm just going to keep swapping and changing until I can get some more permissions over the area. Because I tried getting permissions on this side of this land, but there are some wooded area which belongs to the council way over this area. And after you go through the woods, there's a load of fields as well. So I'm going to go over there and try to find who owns those. And if it's any like landowners that own it, then I'll ask them. If it ain't landowners, then I'll ask the council if I can do them. Because there are places, like on the video I did yesterday, which I've not uploaded because there wasn't no audio. There's big football pitches, yeah, really big pitches. You've got like 4 football pitches in just one plot. Then you go through this like hedge. Then you've got these fucking like rugby pitches, and like how big rugby pitches are. There's about 3 or 4 rugby pitches there as well. I can't tell you where my properties are because I don't have a people going up there and trying to steal my permissions. And one's only like allowing me to do it on these one. He did say there used to be a guy who metal detected around here before, but he died years ago. And talking to people over this area, they said that they used to have people detecting over there, but they had to stop them because they didn't realise the council wouldn't allow people to detect on them. Because I spoke to a guy a few weeks ago, and he goes, mate, I would love to give you permission. We had a guy here doing metal detecting here before, but I had to stop him because someone actually spoke to the council. The council came down, saw the guy actually metal detecting, and he goes, you can't be detecting on here because this land isn't theirs. They rent it, yes, but they don't own it. So the guy actually got a bit of a bollocking from the council, and he himself had to say to the guy, sorry mate, you can't detect her anymore. We thought it was okay, but it's not okay. You need to get permission from the council, and if the council says yeah, and the actual person who's actually renting the land from the council says yeah, then it's okay. But he said, can't let you, mate. If I was, if I owned the land, then yeah, knock yourself out. But because I don't own it and he rents it, I can't give you permission. And a lot of people said that they don't own the land; it's like rented. And as I said, like the council in this area are actually trying to sell up plots of land. How much I don't know. There is a forest over in this area. Because where my landowner is, yeah, just behind it, there's the football pitches and stuff like that. Now, if you're looking at the football pitch that way, behind it, there's another kind of like little forest, and the council's trying to sell that forest, that like woodland. How much for? I don't know. But I have actually been in there. That's the first place I've ever tried, and I was just finding modern day trash. So I was just walking around trying to find, my bearings, trying to find a way out, so I can try to like find a bus stop and go somewhere else. And I completely got lost. And then I kind of like ended up on these football pitches. Then as I crossed the football pitches, I found some more wooded area. But then I saw like this like little gateway. So as I got to the gateway, you can see all these fields. I thought, hey, maybe I can find out who owns those. And I was able to find, the main one, Ron. And I spoke to him. He said, yeah, knock yourself out, mate. See, you used to have a metal detectors there, but he died years ago. He did find a few things, like modern day, old day coins and stuff like that. But he never got to finish detecting Ron's land. So he goes, you're lucky that only one other person's there ever detected there. But I don't know who he actually detected on the border of Ron's, because as I said, there, or what's kind of like keeping that separated is barbed wire. And it's only about that high, probably about 3 foot high, trying to stop the horses going from one property to the other. And it ain't just one set, it's 2 sets. You've got one now and one now. So you got probably about 1.5 foot gap. One of them's just main, general barbed wire, and the other one is metal wire, which has got some kind of plastic or whatever it is, and that's actually electrified. And I touched it accidentally the other day, well, not the other day, last week, and I did get a bit of a jolt on it. So the reason why they electrify the fence is to try to keep the horses in their own particular boundary, not border boundary. So I got interrupted yesterday from milk detecting because some guy called me over, and I thought, what's he bloody want, So I had to go and find out what he wanted. I thought he was trying to find out, well, why am I detecting on someone's land, kind of thing. But the reason he called me over was some horses escaped, and there was actually on the football fields. So I had to try to ring Ron up. I only had his phone number, his home number. He wasn't there. So then I rang up the new permission I've got, and I asked, told him, I said, oh, some horses escaped, I don't know if they're yours or not, but, can you come and check them? And he goes, well, I can't do it now because I'm not home, but I'll have to send someone up tonight, later on this afternoon. I said, well, okay, I'll just let the guy know. Because the guy told me that if no one comes and sorts the horses out, he might have to ring the old Bill up and get the old police to probably get those, what I call those things that you put your horses in on wheels, kind of thing, little portable stables or whatever you call them. So I actually thought, I better go and check out, where these horses are, because as I was detecting, I looked up and you can see the woodlands behind Ron's, and I saw horses just walking through the woodlands. So I thought, well, I better go and check out, how many there are. So I kind of went over to the main buildings which Ron's got on his land, lost, hid me my milk detector and my spade and my backpack, because I didn't want to carry that around with me. And I went out looking for them and I couldn't find them. I saw this lady walking a couple of dogs. So yeah, I tried to keep them where they were, but they just wouldn't let us. We had to follow them where they are. I can't be there now, she goes, because I've got to go to work. But there was a guy, that's trying to corral him somewhere. So I said, well, I've spoken to one of the landowners. He said he'd try to get up a bit later. My main one, who I'm milk detecting on at the moment, I just left a message on his phone. So I couldn't do nothing, So I went back milk detecting, and then I heard Ron's dogs barking, so I knew Ron was here. So, and that's for about half an hour later. So I went and spoke with Ron, and as I was speaking to him, this other guy who told me about the horses who escaped was also talking to him. So, to be honest, I don't know what happened to the horses. Ron did say that if they've come from one of the other fields, they'd just go back when they're good and ready. Sometimes horses do escape. Even his horses escaped once or twice, and he's had to go and get them back. But I just kind of didn't want to get involved in it, to be honest with you. I just told him what had happened, that was it. I finished around about 1:30 yesterday because I was too bloody exhausted, man, I tell you. I used a different spade yesterday, and I bought a new one a few weeks ago, and it was so bloody difficult to use. I left it there. I didn't take it home. I said, here, I'm leaving it here. if you want to use it, use it. I'm not going to bother with this one for now, and I'm probably going to let you keep it. It's only a £5 that one anyway. But I used a different spade yesterday. A lot more easier, but the spade is more kind of like at an angle, so it's more kind of like when you dig down, you're digging and kind of going up in a curve kind of thing, not like going straight down like you normally do. So that was a bit awkward, and that's putting a bit more pressure on my back. So I kind of got a bit more tired rather quickly. Well, I was there around about 8:30, and I finished at 1. So I've done at least 4, 8, say 9, 10, 11, 12, about 4.5 hours detecting now. So when I go back there next time, I'll probably be doing the rest of that field. It might take me a day to do. It might take me half a day. I don't know. It might even take me 2 or 3 hours. Once I've done that bit, if I feel I want to continue, I will continue and start doing it crossways. So as I say, I'm doing it like up and down at the moment. And, finding 6 coins in the first half, don't know what you might find in the second half. So that's my plan for next time I go there. It will probably be later in the week, probably Friday or Saturday. Tomorrow, I'm meeting up with Alan, going to one of our main locations where we meet up to, where we do metal detecting and magnet fishing. I've got the food and drinks ready for our little breaks we have. Because every time we do meet up, we're metal detect for a couple of hours. As soon as we start feeling, as soon as he starts feeling a bit hungry or thirsty, we get the old drinks out and food out. So I just texted him saying, don't bother bringing anything because I've just been shopping and I've got some stuff for tomorrow. I feel like eating them now actually because he's got me kind of addicted to them. But yeah, I'll pack them up in the morning in the old bag. I'm going to take my Minad GoPro, Go Find 44 with me tomorrow and give that a bit of another test run because I've only used it twice at the moment. No, 3 times I think. The only thing is it's kind of dirty. I need to give that a clean up, but what's the point of cleaning up? It's going to be getting dirty again. What's the weather like tomorrow? That's another thing I need to check out, the weather. Because the British weather has just been pain in the arse. Last week it said it's going to be bright and sunny. Then earlier, towards the end of the week, it said it's going to be overcast. Then it said it's going to be overcast remaining. And then when I checked, when was it? Saturday night, it said it's going to be sunny. But now, again, it's changed. And it's going to be overcast from 6 o'clock till 4 o'clock. Then from 4 o'clock in the afternoon, it's going to be rather like kind of dark cloud with like scattered showers. But we'd probably be ending up finishing around about 3 o'clock anyway, so that doesn't really matter. So from 4 till 6, it's going to be raining. Tuesday, I'm probably going to be staying at home, although it's going to be kind of like partially sunny. I'm going to go out on my bike, have a little scavenger hunt, maybe, don't know yet. Wednesday's going to be overcast most of the day. Thursday, light rain throughout the whole day up till 1 o'clock. Then from 1 o'clock till 3 o'clock, it's just going to be kind of like overcast. But then from 4 o'clock onwards, it's going to be raining again. Friday, sunny intervals all through the day. So I'll probably go up to my permission Friday, because Saturday and Sunday and Monday, but all the way from Saturday coming, all the way up until Thursday the 16th, it's supposed to be light cloud. from Saturday. It's coming. What's Saturday is 12th. Yeah, Saturday the 12th to Thursday the 16th. Light cloud. But I did get a notification on my phone that we are meant to be getting some snow, but the snow is going to be more up north, up to like 16 centimetres or something, it said. Blizzards. But then they also sent through my mobile phone that we're going to get a bit of a heat wave as well, which is going to be 20 degrees, or is it 20 Celsius, even higher than we've got at the moment. So I don't know what's going on with the British weather. Probably snowing up north, and we might get the sun down south. Right, just give me a sec. I need to go and get another drink. You can hear like a little kind of humming noise. That's just my little blow fan heater on at the moment. So it was cold in here today. Got me old diet lemonade, 17p per bottle in Lidl's. I'm buying like the normal bottles, like, you know, bottles of core, bottles of lemonade at the corner Indian shops, you know, £1 a bottle. Do you think about it? I only bought 2 today because I couldn't carry too much with me today, but you can buy 5 bottles of these for £1, you know, which is less than £1, but I just can't carry them all home in one go. Now, I was looking through my YouTube accounts yesterday, and I did have another channel called Steve's Detecting. And what I'm thinking of doing is I might start that one up and put all my metal detecting videos, which means having to download from YouTube and re-upload them to Steve's Detecting channel. Well, I'm not going to call it Steve's Detecting, it's just under the email Steve's Detecting at hotmail.com. But what I was thinking of doing, downloading all my metal detecting content and uploading them to the other one and start using that other one. I don't know yet. I'm just thinking about it. The thing is, if I do that, I ain't got no subscribers on there, so it means like trying to get all my subscribers on here to go and follow me on the other one. Because the email on here is Steve's Fishing Channel. Well, it ain't just fishing anymore. It's like metal detecting and magnet fishing. And I don't think you can actually change your emails over on YouTube through Google. I'm not sure. So unless I can change my email over, I might consider that using my other channel for metal detecting only. But I might keep it as it is. I don't know yet. Now, there is a couple of other places I want to go to metal detecting. I've been to what's it called, Farning Hills, and I tried to get permission to metal detect on the farms over there. But when I spoke to the farmer near the church, he politely said, "Sorry, I can't because this is rented from the Lord of the Manor." So what I want to do is go down to Farning Hills again one day without my metal detector. You know, I'm going to wait until, like, you know, we get the nice sunny weather again. And I'm going to take a visit down there and see if I can find out where that lord of the manor lives, and see if I can get permission to do the farm fields around there. Because there's a lot of farmland around, I'll tell you that for one thing, yeah. But if I can't get there, I was told to try, let me find Farming Hills, it's up over here somewhere. Sorry, not Farming Hills, Farming Downs. There's a load of farmland down in that area. But I'd have to travel twice the distance to go to the place I want to go to see if I can get permission. Because you got Farthing Downs, then past Farthing Downs, you have got like a lot of field down that area. You got Happy Valley Park. Happy Valley Park, I think, is run by the council, which is Croydon. Then you got Aldershot Heath caravan site. Now I don't know if that's actually owned or if that's private, but you've got kind of a big woodland there. So I wouldn't mind trying to go down and get permission on there. Epsom Downs, I wouldn't mind trying, but the thing is, you should have had like you can fill a form in to get a permit, but Epsom Downs only gets 25 permits out per year, and they've already been taken. So the only way to get a permit from Epsom Downs is like getting it in before January, and it's first come first serve. So if someone's had like a permit at Epsom Downs for the last 10 years, if he misses the opportunity of getting his form put in, it's tough luck. So I'm looking at ring up Epsom and trying to find out when the form needs to be in and trying to get them the permit for next year and do Epsom Downs. Now, Epsom Downs is done like probably hundreds and hundreds of times by detectorists down here. But, you never know what they do. They tend to miss. And when the warmer weather does get here, we've got longer daytime. I'm hoping to go down to Kent where my sister lives and do a little bit of milk detecting on the old asylum grounds, because there used to be like farmlands there. When I was young, and I mean very young, I found one of those, I think they're called scythes. It's like a kind of like a rounded blade that they used to cut the old wheat with. I found one of those and I actually gave it to the Dartford Museum. So, if I found out, I'm pretty sure there's going to be some old farmland stuff down there. My sister did say, like, when I spoke to her the other week, it's kind of like in one or two of the fields, so overgrown that, like, the grass is like about 3-4 feet deep, kind of thing high. You got like little pathways, but there is fields there where you got the weeds, which is like 4 foot high. So, not going to be able to do there, but there are other fields, beside of it, on each side of it, where you can probably go and do a bit of detecting now. And if all the fields were kind of like overgrown, not far away from that, if I went up on the main road and walked up the main road for about 15 minutes, there is a lot of farmland up there. So I might be able to get permission to do some farmlands, And if I did get permission, I wouldn't be able to go down every single week. It'd probably be like once every 3 or 4 months, kind of thing. And that'd give me an excuse to go and visit my family as well, like my sisters. And even my cousins and my uncles, because I hadn't seen my uncle and my aunts for quite a long time. But Yeah. So I think they might have actually. So I'll just look on the map here. See, it is a better view. Here's a better view of the actual location, yeah. This is what I'm doing at the moment, this area. This is all I'm doing at the moment. I've done in here, done there. I've done in this area. This bit I'm kind of still doing. And that bit I've still got to finish doing. This area is the one I've done yesterday, but I haven't done like half of it. So this bottom bit here, I've got to do. And once I've done that bit, I'm going to go up and down that way because I've been doing it this way. Then I've got this area to do. And then this little bit here I still need to do. But the horses are actually kind of kept in this little bit. But then I've got these two little sections to do as well. This is the borderline here. And this is the new section I've got. But I think this one here, although it looks big, it didn't look big to me, you know. This looks like a lot more bigger than that does. So unless there's been some kind of like something done to the area where, you know, the fields have been kind of cut down a little bit more. I don't know. And not far from there, there's an actual golf course. I want to go to the golf course and ask him if I can get permission to do around the tree lines. So I've asked all around this area, I've asked these houses and they said they don't own the land. But this is a golf course. And you've got a load of like trees here. I like to try to get in there. And in this area. You know, I like to all this bit here is fenced off. You know, it's more like a kind of a little pathway going along here. Now I like to try to get permission to do these areas as well if I can. So I'll have to like take a trip down here again. So yeah, that's what I want to try to do. But I know my, landowner won't allow anyone else to the mixed deck there. So I was talking about, if Alan wasn't so far, would I have been able to bring him over? He said, well, I only prefer one person on. I said, okay, fair enough. But, it's only like a 7-acre land, which my landowner's got anyway, so I'm not finding a lot of stuff there, to be honest with you. Old coinage-wise, they are kind of custy. You can't really make much out of them. I've probably found about 20 coins, something like that. I found a silver sixpence, 4 horseshoes, probably about, in total, about a kilo or so of lead, maybe a kilo and a half of lead, scrap iron, a couple of interesting other bits and pieces. I like the Queen's Pin badge. That there. Even the liaison officer doesn't know what kind of metal that is. And it doesn't feel like lead. It could be a mixture of lead and iron or something. And I've only found one seal bag. Button. No, I can't seem to get that cleaned up. But that's definitely a coin. And I'm wondering if it might be just a normal modern day coin or another button. And another coin here which I can't seem to clean up. I need to put these in lemon soda carbonate, actually, those two. See if they clean them up a bit. Some people say use vinegar. I do use vinegar, but vinegar doesn't really seem to do much. Lemon has more acid in, which does clean up, you know, the old coins. Takes all that green crap off the old coins. But I don't know what coin this is. But I'm going to make a bucket list for what I want to find for this year. I want to find another couple of silver coins, at least 5 silver coins this year. I want to try to find a Roman coin. Doesn't matter what kind of Roman coin it is, as long as it's Roman coin. I want to find a Roman coin. I want to find another horseshoe. If it ain't a silver coin, any kind of silver, you know, a bit of jewelry or something, you know. And I want to find a gold coin or a gold ring. And that's what I want to find this year, if possible. I'm not saying I'm going to, but, you know, that's on my list for this year. And I may even take a trip down to the coast later in the year if I can afford it. And take one of my detectives to go down there, spend the night over there. You know, once we got the nice hot sunny weather, I'll just go down and spend the whole night detecting on the coast. You know, have a headlight, torch, do some during the daytime, work out for the bloody night time as well, and then come home early in the morning on the first train or something, you know. There's a couple of places I think of going to. Either Bournemouth, Laysdown, or maybe Brighton, I don't know. I want it where it's got like the sandy beaches and not the pebble beaches. So I'm going to just try and find out what beaches are the best ones to do. And you don't need a permit on those now because like the Crown Estate have actually stopped permits. They said anyone can go down and milk detect, you know, as much as they like. But if you do find it something like over 500 years old, you know, like to find a hoard, you know, a treasure chest full of gold and silver, you need to like let them know, declare it. So I was reading a story the other day, actually. Some guys found some stuff on a farm, and they never told the farmer. It's going back 2015, I think it was, maybe a bit earlier. But they found like a hoard of like gold coins, and they only like told the fines org, you know, the Treasury Department, that they only found like several, when in fact they found hundreds, and they tried to sell them on the black market to collectors, and someone actually shopped them, and I think 5 people got arrested and doing time. You know, the farmer never got to see anything out of them, I don't think. So the farmer lost out. But I found anything, you know, really valuable and interesting. And I always show my landowner, you know, if it's like coins, he's not really worried about coins. So I sometimes give him coins anyway. Some of the old King George and Vicky, I gave him sixpences. Horseshoes he don't really need because, like, you know, I said to him, I really want to find a horseshoe. Because if you want a horseshoe, I'll give you one. I said, no, it's not, you know, like that. I want to find one. You know, I found one over the common. I found one magnificent on the Thames. I said, you know, I just want to find one on here. And I didn't just find one, I found 3 of the damn things, which is pretty good, actually. I've not got that hung up or anything. I've still got one in water, which I've had in the water for about 4 weeks, actually. I'm thinking about doing that. What's it called? Electric with water. Oh God, I can't even remember what it's called now. Electrolysis. Thinking about doing that, but no my luck. Probably go and blow myself up or burning your house down. So what I want to do is I've got a car battery. I'm going to probably buy a battery charger and see if I can charge the battery up. Then if I'm going to do any kind of electrolysis, I'm going to do it outside and not inside. And I'll start doing that, when the warmer weather comes through as well, because it ain't worth me doing it now. I could either, do it outside. It might start pissing down the rain. So I'm kind of like building up all the rusty bits and pieces I want to clean up, and probably start, doing a bit of electrolysis later in the year. And the first ones are going to be the horseshoes. That's it really. But for this month, I'll still be doing my commission, my main one. And once that's all done, hopefully starting next month, I'll start on a new permission and start doing that one. That's going to take me God knows how long, because it is a big field actually. It is quite big. Just walking around the edge of it took me, 10 minutes. So, and that's at a fast pace as well. So you haven't seen it, the new permission I've got, just check on my last video I uploaded, when I'm out milk detecting yesterday, and you'll see how big it really is, and that's big enough for one person to do, and, keep me busy for, a good 4 or 5 months. I'm telling you that one, because I'm going to have to, stake it out, and the only thing is, I'm going to get horses coming up to me quite a lot as well, because there's no real kind of barriers where they can actually put the horses in for me and keep them out of my way. And I can't expect them to put the horses into a different section, because all that new land is completely open. But usually all the horses are up at the side, at the back. I've not seen them kind of more over to the left and more over to the right where the other horses are, where everyone's ones are. So I'm going to place that out into square sections and do each section each time I go down now, and trying to mark it in a way that I know I've been there. Dig a kind of a big square bit out, turn the turf over, and then when I go down there, I know that I've actually been there. Once I've done all that field, I'll do ones again. They'll keep me going for another 2 or 3 months with a different detector. And once I've done ones a second time, I'll go back on the other one for a second time, and just keep swapping and changing for the next year or so until I get some more permissions. And I've got 1 or 2 little local ones, but they're only small. So that's it. So tomorrow you'll probably see a new video up tomorrow night. Me and Anna's going out and taking the Mine Lab Go Find 44 with me tomorrow. Get that all sorted out later on tonight. Get my spade sorted out. Make sure I've got new batteries. Make sure the old action cams are all sorted out and set up ready for tomorrow as well. I'll probably be doing it on 2.7K, because I said yesterday's one was set at 4K. For some reason you just kept getting that weird fuzzy wavy effect on the video. Why, I don't know. I didn't know he was even doing it. If I'd known he was doing it on the first half an hour, I would have changed the settings then. But I don't check the videos when I actually do it. So when I'm actually got the camera recording, as long as I can see it's actually recording, that's it. I'll turn it off until the next dig, then turn it on and record again. But when I finish recording, I don't actually do a playback. So, and I don't play it back until I get home and upload it on the computer. So, and I have been watching a lot of videos where people said that when you actually convert videos over to PC on some cameras, you do get a bit of a weird effect on the videos as well. It seems like they're trying to cut the video files when you transfer them over, because it's something to do with the memory card or something. But I'm just using standard SDHD memory cards, 32 gig ones. But hopefully that won't happen tomorrow, because I'll just set it on 2.7K for now. And when I go out Tuesday, just for a little bike ride, I'll put it on 4K and see if it does it that way as well. If it starts doing what it did yesterday, and if it does, then I'll just continue using 2.7 instead of 4K. I need to also try the 4K out on that one as well. So there might be 2 videos up tomorrow, because I might have that one recording to do the fines, but I might try to do a little bit of recording on this one with the fines and see what the quality's like. If I'm going to use that for 2.7, I'll stick that on 4K and record a couple on 4K and see what they come out like. I have noticed that with these cameras though, with my old camera, where's my old one? Drop my phone on the floor. With my old camera, 1080p, when you save the files and upload them, they actually come out as like 1, 2, 3, 4, proper videos. This one and that one, when you do your videos and you copy them over the computer, it mixes them up, and you don't know what video is what video. You don't know, like video 4 is meant to be 4 or video 6 is meant to be 6. It kind of like swaps and changes them. Like yesterday, some of the video that I uploaded, well, the whole video that I uploaded was mix and match, because they weren't like in order, and they don't save it as order. I don't think it should do, but when I uploaded it on the computer, I was going through them, and the whole video was mixed and matched. So why, I don't know. So I've got to try to sort that out as well. Right, I'm gonna go. Go have something to eat in a little while. It's 6:30. A bit early to eat actually. I've got a nice little Chinese takeaway meal, rice and chicken curry for dinner tonight. Gonna watch some YouTube channels. At the present moment, watching Dan Hurd, the old gold prospector. Like watching him. Like watching Metal Detecting 24, but he only does 1 video a week, I think. He's just uploaded a couple of videos, part 1, part 2 I've watched. If anyone knows what those little cameras are, if you watch Metal Detecting 24, when you actually find something in the soil, sometimes he uses a different camera to zoom in, and it gets zoomed up, kind of like video of what he's actually seen. I want to find out what those cameras are. I did see one a while ago on eBay, but the thing was, it's like between 200 and 300 quid, and I ain't gonna pay that for no way. It's just like a little zoom camera, I think. And I wouldn't mind getting one, but I'm only gonna pay maximum of 50 quid if I can afford it, even 50 quid, kind of thing. That's going to take me a little while to save up to get 50 quid to pay for one. But yeah, it's like a little portable camera. It's probably about that big, and it's got like, your on and off and your record button. I don't know if it's got like a zoom facility on it, but when he actually goes in, he brings it out and he points it right up to it. It's just like a magnifying kind of thing, but a magnifying camera kind of thing, I did see a couple on eBay for like 12, 15 quid, but that's like a magnifier that you connect to your PC through USB port. It's like a little camera. but you can't actually save any kind of like files on that camera, and it hasn't got like no real power on that zoom camera thing. It's like just a little utility thing that you run through USB, and that's your actual power for USB. It is like a normal camera, but a zoom camera, like a zoom magnifier. But I want to find one which is like one which you can actually save video files, and you got its own like power source on it. But I don't know what they're called. I can't think what they're called. So you know what I mean, leave a comment below after this video. Right, I'm off, and I'll catch you all later. Have a good week. Because it's Sunday now. Yeah, so have a good night, have a good week, and I'll say another video will be up tomorrow. Catch you later. Have a good one.